Hi, it's Unonia back with another video. We're about to jump straight into it as we always do. If you're not having a good day, it's not too late to turn the energy around. Okay, what I have here first for us is you are your own teacher. Everyone else is a mirror, right? You are not in a prison. You are not controlled. You are free to choose any option you please. I'm going to give you guys a download that I got within my astral state of an occurrence that I saw, that I know to be true, that I know to exist, a place where I know to exist, and things that I've learned about this matrix system. So the other day I was outside and this cat walked past me, right? Per usual, I'm always speaking to the animal, so I said hi to it, and when I said hi to it, it turned around and looked at me, right? The cat's face was like had shifted, like the cat kind of looked like a possum in the face a little bit by the eyes, but it had cat features as well, right? Piercing eyes, like I can't get this image out of my head. I'm probably going to end up painting it. I instantly knew that this was an entity, a being, a shapeshifter, extraterrestrial. It had told me that its reasoning for shifting was because at the time frame that I was turning my head to look up, if it would not have shifted in the time frame that it did, we would have locked eyes with each other, right? It also turned to show me its face, and it told me that because of my response to it, I am now more ready or more prepared for the physical meet and greet when it comes to them, right? And these energies. I've been dreaming about the physical meets with us, you know. That was the first occurrence. When I go into my room, I'm like sitting there within my astral state again, and I begin to see, like, firstly, there's this thing that always occurs with me where no matter what room I am occurring in, what room I am residing in, there are these beings that are watching me, right? They're analyzing me all of the time. Whenever I go into my astral state, I will visit these different places where it's two different places to be exact. They will lay me on this bed and they will be like reprogramming me, right? The other place that I go, every time that I wake up within this facility, wherever this is, I'm like destroying shit, right? I'm like crashing shit instantly, like trying or killing everything within my visual state, right? We're gonna backtrack now. We're gonna fast forward now. I'm in my room and these beings are surrounding around me, right? I can feel them. I can feel the shift of the energy. I can feel how the portal has opened, right? So I am now have entered a different realm. They have me in a different realm, right? At this point, this was the most I had felt their space within my space, right? So I'm aware that we are both physically here with each other, amongst each other. It was a very intriguing type of experience to have, to understand the in-depths of the actual atmospheric space that they hold. It almost feels like you can't breathe in it, probably because to some degree we cannot. It's not our original airspace, right? That's one thing that I noticed about it. I then saw this being, right? Birds, watcher, right? And I was hearing watcher then. It was this bird-like being, and I know that some of these, I'm going to actually dive into them, right? We're going to do a different segment, digging more into these beings, who they are, where they originated from, different things like that. So when I seen this bird-like being, he didn't say anything. He was just standing above me. And at this point, I began to like zoom out, right? And I could see that the same glass box that I'm always viewing and looking at as well. Within this glass box, I always see beings watching me, again, staring, studying me, different things like this, right? So at this point, I am hearing them speak and talk. The woman says to the man, she keeps doing it. She keeps something along the lines of, I'm not remembering. She's not remembering. She keeps forgetting, and we keep having to start over, or we keep having to jump timelines, right? Or it's like they keep having to go back in time to fix something dealing or pertaining towards me as an individual, right? So at this point, I'm locked in and tuned in, because I'm like, I can clearly hear these beings speaking about me. Who are you, and what are you saying about me? What do you mean that I keep doing a certain type of thing? And so I began to ask questions, right? So at this point, me and the being lock eyes with each other. Me and this woman, angelic, like she's like, you could tell she has a lot of authority to her. You could tell that she knows exactly what she's doing, and you could tell that they have some type of like literal systematic experiment that they have going on, right? And whenever me and her lock eyes with each other, it's like I instantly knew that this was me. I instantly knew that I was her and she was me, right? And it was like she began to speak to me and ask and tell me that I need to stop. Like again, I said that I would go, and it was like the same space as far as like when I would wake up on the beds, right? And they would be trying to fix me. But the other space, I would wake up and I would destroy shit, right? So that's the behalf of it that I was referring to myself as in. I keep forgetting. I will wake up in the same position, but I will view it and look at it as if I'm surrounded around nothing but enemies. That's my own mental space of my thought process of me feeling that I'm not aware of what's going on around me. So my first response is to attack, destroy, right? And each time that I do this, I send myself back into a programmed state, right? Because I'm not giving myself the space to actually kind of like search or look for the things that are around me, study my environment when I'm there, what's going on, and knowing what I feel to be the truth, right? Feeling a sense of safety within myself to understand and know to just be okay with receiving the sacred download, right? This is where I was going wrong at. I was not aware, because I know that within my astral state, there's a lot of things that I'm capable of doing when it comes to me fighting, and when it comes to me defending myself, or when it comes to me just finding out knowledge and information in general. So when it came to this particular place, I was not found of it in the beginning, right? I didn't realize that I was never in two different places. I just viewed it in two different dimensions. There was a higher version of me that was understanding of everything. I realized that I was viewing, like, I was my highest self, and then I was the lowest form and version of me that I could be, right? I was also aware that I am also now aware that I would never forget the information that I received, what I saw. It can never be like forgotten now. You get what I'm saying? And I feel like that's exactly what was needed for this time frame. It's like, don't forget, because if you forget again, we're gonna have to restart the clock or something like that, you know. And so by me actually remembering, I can give this to you guys now, right? So it's literally like that. Like, there are originals who was here first that is basically controlling everything, right? We have split ourselves. We have mimic versions of ourselves, holographic versions of ourselves, right? That we truly believe to be real. Our reason for doing this is for us to dissect ourselves, learn more about ourselves, our brain, what the universe is, to be exact. We had to break ourselves down into many different forms in order to understand this about life, right? So it's like whenever we bring ourselves into this holographic real, when we bring ourselves into this holographic realm, we are basically literally doing it for the experience of like our soul's growth and journey without having to actually go through it, if that makes sense. So we've sent our consciousness into something, right? But our consciousness is still there. It's still connected to the original source, which is the glass box that I'm always seeing, them actually being in their own real world versus this holographic realm that we're in, right? And so it's like when we are dying and stuff, we're forgetting, we do not remember that we can go back up there. We can go back to our bodies, right? We can get back to our bodies. But something within the universal agreements has kind of trapped, or we have trapped ourselves here, if that makes sense, because we've forgotten, we've gotten so lost into the program that we forgot what the fuck is actually genuinely going on. And so when me and myself locked eyes with each other, with me and this angelic older being locked eyes with each other, is like she fell in love with me, right? She fell in love. She loves me, right? It was almost like, because I seen her, she seen me. Because I see her, she sees me. And she loves me, right? And I love her, right? It's like, it's kind of like your Sims. You love your Sims. You have an attachment to your Sims. You are the bigger player of the Sims, but that Sim looks at you and loves you as well, because you are the one controlling the Sim. So it's the same concept. She's the one controlling me. And it was the fact of me being smart enough, she being amused by herself, of being smart enough to get it, to understand that she was there, to be able to see herself through the holographic system and still know that she's so clever to where she knows exactly what she's doing, and she's okay with going back into the program to finish out the experimental purposes of the program, right? So now that I'm aware of this, I am here to finish out the experimental purposes of the program. I'm here to bring other people to the reality, a standpoint that exists, that is existing, which is that we, not everyone, because again, we are in this holographic, mirroring, systematic place. Everything around us is mirroring us, or the universe, or something within the universe, right? We have to get back to that. We have to go, you have to reconnect yourself back with yourself, or you're going to continue to stay in this damn matrix. That's how you get out of the matrix. That's how you get out of the matrix. Go back to your body. You need to connect with your body before you leave this physical holographic realm, or you're just going to come back. Allow that being to teach you, allow yourself to teach you everything you need to know about this game. She is controlling me. I go up to her and tell her what I need, what I want to do, what I need to do. Honestly, I don't even have to tell her anything. The fact that I know that I am connected to this being, I am basically the one controlling me, meaning that I still control my outcome. This is a reality that I chose to be in. This is a holographic realm that I chose to be in. So it's like, it's not real. I can create whatever the fuck I want here. I can make a life of whatever I want here. So the highest version of myself, again, the only purpose was to send me down here for lessons. So it's going to press buttons to awaken holographic beings around me, to then create a scenario, to then teach me what I need to know about myself and emotions in this world and everything, right? So everything, really, you are doing it to yourself. You are creating this outer world experience for yourself. So with this bird being, right, it's like we also created these beings. We created these animalistic type of beings, right? Where they are here to serve us. Their purpose is to serve us. I was also shown the Watchers. I was shown the Watch, right? The time traveling. We've always fucking time traveled. We've not time. We're still time traveling right at this very fucking moment, second in time. So we're splitting ourselves on many different realities, and then coming back to visit those realities to then change the futuristic reality. But we also go back to the past to change the past, or we just go back to the past because we love the past, right? We know that the future is there in the past as well. So we have this obsession with time traveling. We have this obsession with jumping loops, entering realms, portals, dimensions, worlds, knowing that we can do this now, you can literally open, stretch,